Welcome to the Middleware Tech YouTube channel. Today we're starting a complete course on Python basics. In this series, you'll learn introduction about Python. Let's get started.
Here, introduction. First point that I want to say is that in our programming language, whatever the programming language available, those programming language you can divide into two categories. Okay. One such category that is not at all understood by normal human being, and another category is that will be understandable by human being. As for example, you'll find two category. One is called high level language. See, I'm going with side basics, more basics. I will try to focus because of the batch. I try to spend some more time on basics. Fine. Okay. So you'll find the programming languages you can categorize into two categories. One is called high level language. Another is called low level language. Low level language. What does it mean by this? High level language means the software programming language that is very easy to understand to human being, like your where we have done C program, C++, and then PHP. You can put Java also. You can put Python also. And the low level languages are those languages that is not understandable by human being, like your assembly language. Assembly language that is not understandable by human being. So past point I want to say that is that Python is a high level language. First point, that is being understandable by human being. Is one type of high level language. First point. Second point I want to say, second point, this is just introductory discussion I'm going to say, that this Python language, it's one type of programming language. It has law. Now the thing is that today's, if you see today's technology trend, you may have heard one term, one technical terms you may have heard, that is called digital domain. You will be very familiar terms. You'll find digital domain. This is a very common term you'll find today's current market I'm talking about. What does it mean by digital domain? All the technologies related to IoT, artificial intelligence. You may have heard these terms: machine learning, RPA, then robotics, RPA. Then we have some other topic like cyber security. All those technologies that is used in current trend, these things comes under digital domain. They're very common term. All these technologies, they combined in a term called digital domain. So if I say some of the technologies like IoT, AI, then ML, machine learning, right? Machine learning, ML. Then RPA, full name is robotics process automation. Then you may get some cyber security. So these are some of the technologies. These are some of the technologies that is used a lot in today's cloud computing. Cloud, C-L-O-U-D, cloud computing. These are some of the technologies. These are said to be in digital domain. It's very common terms you will find today. And the industry is moving in this direction, and it's being used. All the current project that is going on throughout the world, they're using these technologies today. So that's why industry want anyone, he should be in digital domain, any one of the domain. That I have just written some major here, some lots of things are there. Each and every part you can divide, lots of subdivision is there. So industry want that everyone should be should come with any one of the technologies in digital domain technologies. Okay, now if today if I am going to work on this digital domain, then you have to learn Python. No alternative. You will say, no, why? I know some C++ programming. I know Java. Yes, I have done. No, I have done some PHP language. Yes, you have done these languages. You may have done these languages, fine. But these languages have some limitations. Limitations in the sense, like when you come to IoT domain, when you're working on AI domain, or RP or cloud computing domain, you will not find Java that much. Java for enterprise level application is okay. C++ program also you will not get that much. When I come into this domain, you'll find Python is used a lot in these domains. Okay, Python. So that's why the trend is like this, that we have to learn this language to move to the next level. Right, so this is why there's a Python demand. Now the thing is that you will say that what happened, is it this Python, the current market is booming with this Python. What happened to earlier? Thing is that it is used in other countries already, but in India they're moving with some few years, some last few years, it is taking in boom position because of this Python version 3. This is actually dominating in this digital domain. Whatever things you are going to work on, you have to know this language. We have some other languages also, but it is dominating a lot. Okay, so that's why, you know, in digital technology, digital domain, if you have to get any skills, you have to know this language. So I'm going to add step by step all the things one by one. Second point. Third point I want to say, say that, okay, using Python, I'm going to work on digital domain. What about this object-oriented concept? Yes, Python support object-oriented programming also. Object-oriented programming. So when I talk about object-oriented programming means what? Object-oriented programming means whatever the things what does it mean by object? What does it mean by object? Object means whatever the things we can divide, what are the things you find in real life, we can define it as an object. As for example, pen, it's an object. Mobile, it's an object. Watch is an object. Where so multiple each and every object have some attribute and action. Okay, okay, pen is an object, right? So pen obj, it's an object. So each and every object that you find in the real life that have some attribute and action. If I say pen object, so what are the attributes for pen object? For pen objects, some attributes are those that have some value. Color have some value. That has some value, like red. Or cost that have some value. Right. So and object have some action also. Each and every object has some attribute and action. So if I'm thinking about simple pen object have multiple attributes. I've taken only two attributes, color and cost. And pen object has some action. Action means I'm going to write. Write is an action. Write. It's an action. Each and every object have some action. So in object-oriented programming approach, whatever the things we find in the real life, we can divide it as an object, and those multiple objects will interact with each other and complete some task. That we'll do in object-oriented programming approach. So we have already some object-oriented programming approach like Java, C++, object-oriented programming approach. This is for completely object-oriented programming, Java, C++, right? Now, Python also provides the OOPS concept. When you work on Python, you will get the object-oriented concept. If I say that this is an object-oriented programming language, that has some features like object-oriented programming language have some features called class, object, inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction. So these are some features of any object-oriented programming language, right? So Python is also an object-oriented programming language. So Python support, it is also an object-oriented programming language. Okay. Next, fourth point I want to say, like it is said to be as one type of let me say some points. As for example, I'm just saying introductory point about Python, right? I'm not coming into the actual content, just saying some points from here and there. This Python language, if you write this Python language, right? If you write any Python language, any syntax you write in Python language. In Python language, you write any syntax. You don't have to use semicolon at the end of the line. As for example, if you write any Java syntax, I want to print something using Java. Okay, so what you are going to write? Who knows? Who knows for them? System.out.println in Java. I generally write something like this. Hello. When you write this statement, right, you have to use some semicolon at the end. Any statement you write, you have to provide that statement will be end with a semicolon in Java. Similarly, if I'm going to use some other language called C++, you'll find that semicolon, or some other language also. But in Python, when you write same things, if I'm going to write something in Python, what I'm going to use, some print something, and writing hello. But in Python, when you write any syntax, any line of syntax, you don't have to provide any semicolon at the end. No semicolon at the end. Just remember it for the time being, that in Python, if you write any line of syntax, no semicolon at the end. No semicolon the end of Python statement. That is another one important point. Okay, fine. Now, fourth point, I want to say, just adding some points here and there. Now, for Python, this Python language, some syntax, if I'm going to write in Python language, I can implement that code. To implement that code, I have to write very less number of code. Okay. To implement that code, I have to write very less number of code in Python. Now we'll say that, what does it mean? What I'm saying is that we have to write very less number of code in Python. We have to write very less number of code in Python. What does it mean by this? What does it mean? Assume I want to print hello in Java. In Java, I want to print hello. In Java, I want to print hello. Fine. So what I have to write? Do you know what I have to write? First, you have to create class. So inside this class, I have to write main method, void main, right? Then inside this main, I have to write system.out.println, in writing hello. Then you have to close this semicolon. Then you have to close this semicolon. If you see this syntax, how many lines I have written, just here, please. Just I want to print it. Just I want to print hello. One string I want to print. To print a string hello, you have to write this much of code. What about in Python? If I'm going to write the same code in Python, same statement I want to write in Python. Just see here, please. Printf or print. That's it, done. If I want to print hello or hello world, I have to write this much in Java. When I'm using Python, I'm going to write a simple statement hello. That's it, done. Just one line, right? So I've given one example here that when I'm coming to Python from some other language, you have to write very less number of code. That's why I've written here, we have to write very less number of code when I'm going to use Python. I've given one example here. And these examples you'll find in our, when I go to the advanced level, you'll find that Python is providing very good libraries. I'm coming into that step by step. I'm coming into those things step by step. So that I've given number five. So not only that, as per example, you are going to do some addition between two numbers in Java. You have to write some addition between two numbers in Java, right? So what you'll do in Java, just int a equal to 20, int b equal to 30, 30, right? Now I'm going to do the addition, fine. So addition, I'm going to do add. Plus you can write here a plus b. This much of code you must have to write in Java to do the addition. But what about in case of Python? No, you don't have to write that much of code. Just I'll show you all those things. So first you have to declare some variable, something. Then you have to declare another one variable. I'll tell you everything. I'm coming one by one. Two variables I have declared. Then I'm going to print the sum equal to a plus b, and then you have to print that. Print sum. What does it mean? I say that is that I have to write very less number of code if I want to implement some operations using Python. Okay, fine. Next point, number 6 point. Number 6 point, I want to say like always I try to do some comparison with some other language also. As for examples, you can if you talk about Java.NET. In Java, say you will find some code Java. Code Java is used to implement some standalone application. Similarly, right? Standalone application means some code Java project. Similarly, we have some concept called advanced Java. Advanced Java. And in advanced Java, you can create some web application. Similarly, in Python also, when talking about basic Python, in using basic Python also, we can create some standalone application. Basic Python is same equivalent to your code Java itself. Means I'm just comparing. Basic Python, what we are going to learn, you can create a standalone application. Now, if I'm going to create some web application, can I create a web application using Python? Yes, we can. We can create a web application also using Python. We have some of the framework in that will help us to create web application using Python, like Django. You remember that Django. This is one of the framework you can use to create web application. You have another one framework called Flax to create web application using Python. So you can write, we can create web application using these frameworks in Python. I've given some of the frameworks. We have lots of other things. I'm coming step by step. Okay, fine. Now, now you may have heard one term called keyword. Keyword, any language you'll find the term called keyword. Keyword means some of the predefined keyword that you cannot use to create a variable name or method name or class name, right? That is called keyword. So that is a predefined some value, some keyword is there in each and every language. You'll find that keyword. So you cannot use this keyword to create a variable or method or class. Okay. Okay. So in Java language, I'm comparing with all language. It will help us just to understand. In Java language, we have some keyword, approximately 57 keyword. 57 keyword is there. Keyword. This keyword are predefined values. Similarly, in Python also, we have total 33 in Python 3 version. In Python 3, we have a total 33 keyword. This keyword, you can use them to create any variable, method, or class name. This predefined keyword. If you want to see, I'll show you those keyword like yeah, no, I want to see this all the keyword that is available in Python. It's fine. Just see here. And these are, I'll tell you everything. I'm coming step by steps. I'll tell you everything. I want to see all the keyword that is available in Python. So I'll tell you everything. I don't think on this keyword. And we have to write keyword dot kw list, I think so. Yes. See, these are some of the keywords that is available in Python. Total 33 keyword is there. That you cannot use them to create any variable, method, class. Okay, predefined value. Okay, fine. Okay, I'll tell you everything one by one. So you can say here in Python we have total 33 keyword. Fine. Number 7 point I told, right? Okay.